Imagine you're standing on Earth right now, watching this video. But what if I told you that in the time it takes you to watch this, you'll have traveled over 40,000 miles through space? Not because you moved, not because the Earth spun, but because our entire solar system is hurtling through the galaxy at 500,000 miles per hour. And you didn't feel a thing. That's just the beginning. Today we're diving into space facts that don't just surprise you. They fundamentally break how you understand reality. We're talking about things that sound like science fiction but are actually happening right now. Above your head, beyond your atmosphere. Facts so mind-bending that even scientists had trouble believing them at first. So buckle up, because by the end of this video, you're going to see the universe and your place in it very, very differently. Don't forget to subscribe for more cosmic journeys. Let's start with something that movies always get wrong. Every single space explosion you've ever seen, with those massive booms and dramatic sound effects, it's all fake. In space, no one can hear you scream. That's not just a catchy tagline from the movie Alien, it's a terrifyingly real scientific fact. Sound needs molecules to travel. It works by vibrating particles in the air, in water or whatever else is around, but space is a vacuum. There's almost nothing there to vibrate. So, imagine a star exploding in a supernova. It's one of the most violent events in the entire universe, releasing more energy in seconds than our sun will in its whole lifetime. And it all happens in absolute, total silence. But here's where it gets even weirder. NASA has actually sonified space. They took electromagnetic waves and data from cosmic phenomena and converted them into sounds our ears can understand. And what they discovered is haunting. Black holes, for instance, hum. Back in 2003, NASA detected sound waves coming from a supermassive black hole in the Perseus galaxy cluster. They found it emits the deepest note ever detected in the universe. It's a B-flat 57 octaves below middle C. That's over 1,000,000 billion times. Deeper than anything the human ear can possibly detect. If you could somehow hear it, you'd be hearing the sound of something so massive, so powerful, that it's literally bending the fabric of space-time itself. The universe is screaming. We just can't hear it. Now, let's talk about time. Quick question, what time is it right now? Whatever you just thought, you're wrong. Or, at least, you're only partially right. You see, time doesn't move at the same speed everywhere. Einstein proved this over a century ago with his theory of relativity. But most of us still think of time as this constant, universal thing. It's not. The closer you are to a massive object, the slower time actually moves. This isn't just a theory, it's a measurable fact. The astronauts on the International Space Station age just a tiny bit slower than people on Earth. We're talking nanoseconds. But it's real. Here, the real mindbender. If you could stand at the edge of a black hole, event horizon for just 1 hour, and then somehow escape, tens of thousands of years could have passed on Earth. You'd return to find everyone you ever knew was long gone. Entire civilizations had risen and fallen, all because gravity was warping time around you. But it gets even stranger. Time might not even flow in just one direction. Most physicists agree that the fundamental laws of physics aren't actually distinguish between the past and the future. The equations work just as well forwards as they do backwards. The only reason we experience time moving forward is because of something called entropy, the universe's natural tendency to become more disordered. But at the quantum level, particles don't care about the past or the future. They can exist in both states at the same time until they're observed. So when you think about your memories, your future plans, your entire life moving from birth to death, you're experiencing something that might just be a quirk of human consciousness in a universe where time is far more fluid than we can ever imagine. Finally, think about this. Every single thing you see is already in the past. And I don't mean that philosophically. I mean it literally. Light takes time to travel. When you look up at the sun, you're not seeing it as it is right now. You're seeing it as it was 8 minutes ago. If the sun suddenly vanished, we wouldn't know for a full 8 minutes. We'd still see it shining in the sky, still feel its warmth, completely unaware that we were already doomed. But that's nothing compared to looking at the stars. That beautiful night sky you stare up at. It's a time machine. Many of those bright points of light are actually stars that died thousands of years ago. Their light is only reaching your eyes now. You are literally seeing ghosts, echoes of cosmic events that no longer exist. The Andromeda galaxy, which you can see with your naked eye on a clear night, is 2.5 million light-years away. When you look at it, you're seeing what it looked like 2.5 million years ago, back when our ancient ancestors were just learning to walk upright. And here's the really trippy part. If aliens in Andromeda were looking at Earth right now with a powerful enough telescope, they wouldn't see you. They wouldn't see our cities or our civilization. They'd see our primitive ancestors, maybe early Homo habilis, just beginning to use the first stone tools. There is no universal now. The present moment is different depending on where you are in the universe. Reality itself is relative. Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered just how big it all is? Well, the part of the universe we can see, the observable universe, is about 93 billion light-years across. That's the distance light has had time to travel to us since the Big Bang. But here's the mind-bending part. That's just the bit we can observe. The real universe is almost certainly much, much bigger. It might even be infinite. And if the theory of cosmic inflation is correct, something truly wild is happening. The universe is expanding faster than the speed of light. Now hold on. I know what you're thinking. I thought nothing could go faster than light. And you're right. Nothing can travel through space faster than light. But space itself, space can expand as fast as it wants. It's not bound by that speed limit. This means that right now, there are galaxies out there moving away from us so fast that their light will never, ever reach us. Not in a trillion years. Never. They're beyond what we call our cosmic horizon. They exist, but they're forever unreachable, forever unknowable to us. And it gets even weirder. If the universe truly is infinite, and the laws of physics are the same everywhere, then simple probability suggests something that will break your brain. There are likely infinite versions of you out there. I'm not talking about alternate dimensions. I mean right here, in our actual physical universe. Think about it. In an infinite space with infinite matter, every possible arrangement of atoms has to happen somewhere. That includes the exact arrangement of atoms that makes you somewhere, impossibly far away. There's another version of you watching this exact video. Another you chose a different path in life. Infinity is just that strange. It's a concept our minds weren't really built to grasp. Now, here's a thought that sounds like poetry but is 100% scientific fact. You are made of stardust. I'm serious. The very atoms in your body, the carbon in your cells, the iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones, they weren't created here on Earth. They were forged in the fiery hearts of dying stars billions of years ago. When the universe began with the Big Bang, it was incredibly simple. It contained only the lightest elements, hydrogen, helium, and a tiny bit of lithium. That's it. There was no carbon, no oxygen, no nitrogen, none of the essential ingredients for life as we know it. So, where did all this stuff come from? It came from stars. Massive, ancient stars that lived fast and died in spectacular fashion. Inside their scorching cores, the process of nuclear fusion crushed atoms together, creating heavier and heavier elements. When these stars reached the end of their lives and exploded as supernovas, they scattered these newly created elements across the cosmos like a cosmic farmer sowing seeds. Over vast stretches of time, these clouds of star stuff collapsed under their own gravity, forming new solar systems including ours. The planets, our Earth, were built from the debris of those ancient dead stars. And eventually, on this one little planet, those atoms arranged themselves into something truly incredible. They became alive. They became conscious. They became you. So when the great astronomer Carl Sagan said, "We are a way for the cosmos to know itself," he wasn't just being metaphorical. You are literally made from the ashes of ancient stars, animated by the same forces that power the sun. You are conscious, aware, and able to look up at the night sky and understand the incredible journey your atoms have taken. You aren't just living in the universe. You are the universe, experiencing itself. When you think of space, what comes to mind? Probably a vast empty void, absolute nothingness. Well, you'd be wrong. Space is absolutely teeming with stuff, just not the kind of stuff we're used to. First off, there's radiation, invisible, and often deadly, radiation streaming from our sun, from distant stars, from black holes, and even from the Big Bang itself. The cosmic microwave background radiation is everywhere, all around us, all the time. It's the leftover heat from the birth of the universe, now cooled to just a few degrees above absolute zero. But it's there, filling every single cubic centimeter of space. Then there's something even more mysterious. Dark matter. We can't see it. We can't detect it directly with any of our instruments. But we know it's there because we can see its gravitational effects on galaxies. It's what holds them together. And there's so much of it that it outweighs all the normal matter, all the stars, planets, and gas clouds combined by a ratio of about 6:1. But what's even stranger than dark matter? Dark energy. This mysterious force makes up about 68% of the entire universe, and we have practically no idea what it is. All we know is that it's causing the expansion of the universe to accelerate, pushing everything further and further apart. So here's a reality check. Everything you've ever seen, every star in the sky, every planet, every single atom in your body, all of that makes up only about 5% of the universe. The other 95%, complete and total mystery. We are essentially living in a universe where the vast majority of it is made of things we can see, can't touch, and can barely even begin to understand. We're like cosmic explorers, fumbling around in the dark, trying to piece together a reality that is far, far stranger than we ever imagined. There are an estimated 200 billion trillion stars in the observable universe. That's a 2 with 23 zeros after it. We now know that most of those stars have planets, which means there are potentially trillions upon trillions of worlds out there. So, where is everybody? This question is called the Fermi paradox, and it's deeply disturbing. With that many potential worlds and that much time for life to evolve, statistically, the universe should be teeming with intelligent civilizations. Some of them should be millions of years ahead of us technologically. They should be everywhere. We should see evidence of them: megastructures, radio signals, something. But we don't. The universe is silent. So what's going on? There are a few possibilities, and none of them are comforting. Maybe life is incredibly rare, and we truly are alone. Maybe intelligence is the rare part, and we're the only ones who made it this far. Maybe civilizations always destroy themselves before they can explore the stars, and we're just next in line. Or, and this is the really scary one, maybe there's something out there that wipes out civilizations before they become too advanced, a great cosmic filter that we have unreached yet. The universe is 13.8 billion years old. Humanity has only been around for a few 100,000 in cosmic terms. We just arrived, and yet no one else seems to be around. The great silence continues, and we have no idea why. So there you have it. You're standing on a planet spinning at 1,000 miles per hour, orbiting a star at 67,000 miles per hour, or while your entire solar system races through the galaxy at 500,000 miles per hour. And you feel none of it. Every time you look at a star, you're looking into the past. You are made of atoms forged in the hearts of dying stars billions of years ago. And out there, in all that vastness and all those trillions of worlds, we seem to be completely alone. Or maybe we're not. Maybe the universe is full of life, and we're on the verge of the greatest discovery in human history. Maybe tomorrow we'll get that signal and finally make contact. Or maybe the silence will just continue. Either way, we're living in a remarkable time. For the first time ever, we can actually start to answer these questions. Every answer we find just leads to deeper, stranger, more beautiful questions. So the next time you look up at the night sky, remember, you're not just looking at pretty lights. You're the universe looking back at itself, asking, what am I? And am I alone? Thanks for watching. If this video bent your mind even a little bit, hit that subscribe button. There's a whole universe of mind-blowing facts out there, and we're just getting started. Until next time, keep looking up.